go. Wow, welcome to the Mulgrave Country Club. Welcome along to That's Good for Footy Hawthorn night. We've got two champions here for you. We're not going to muck around. We'll get them straight out here. But I do want to tell you that when I say these are the only live and interactive footy panel shows, what I'm actually suggesting is this is the only live chance where you get to interact, engage and be part of the show. All right, that's what it's all about. These are for the passionate supporters. Would that be you guys, do you think? Yeah? Well, some of you are going, yeah, I think so. Yeah, well, let's hope you are. Let's get the players out here because this is where you're going to see them in a little bit of a different light. Our first panellist, he was born on the 6th of January in 1995. He's played a total of 99 games, nearly going to play his 100th. He's played a total of 99 games. Cool, just want to make sure you understand that. And he's kicked a total of 58 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2015. When he plays for the Hawthorn Football Club, he wears the number 6 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, James Sicily.
We're a happy team at Hawthorn. We're the mighty fighting horse. We love our club and we play to win. Riding all right.
I wanted to introduce him as James Sicily, but I also want to introduce him as James Sicily, your new captain. I saw that today, and I know that, because I'll talk about it in a little while, that Ben's going to be out for about another, I think maybe 9 or 10 weeks with his neck, and in his absence, you've been moved up the scale, and bang, you're now captain of the Hawthorn Football Club, which is probably, you know, just an audition for what's going to be in the future, yes? Yeah, quite possibly. But what a great achievement and a feather in your cap. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, pretty proud moment sort of for myself, and to be the captain for sort of the next month or so, and work alongside Jags who stood in before me, I suppose, and we'll continue to lean on each other throughout that process. And yeah, it'll be a little apprenticeship to see if I'm capable of doing the role and see if I actually like doing it.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be no problem at all. You'll step into it like an old man into a warm bath. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to go down. Well done, though. Let's get our second panellist out here. It's his first time on the show, so go easy on him. He was born on the 13th of June in 1999. He's played a total of 28 games, and as a defender, he's kicked 0 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2019. When he plays for the Hawthorn Football Club, he wears a famous number 9. Could you please welcome to the stage, BrokerrocheR?
We're a happy team at Hawthorn. We're the mighty fighting horse. We love our club and we play to win. Riding the bumps with the grin at Hawthorn.
I'll let it go for a little bit. Yeah, why not? Everyone's happy.
Teamwork is the thing that draws. One for all and one for one's the way we play at Hawthorn. We are the mighty fighting horse.
All right, well done. There you go. Recognise some familiar faces as well. How good's
Good
that?
to see you, Lofty.
Nice recognition straight off the top. CJ, welcome to your first That's Good for Footy panel show.
Thank you for having me. It's very nice here. Very familiar faces.
Yes.
I'm very grateful to be here today.
Yeah, and Hawthorn people are always lovely, aren't you? Yes, of course. You're a family club, of course. You put your arms around everybody. Nice to see you here, mate. Welcome. We'll ease you in as well, and hopefully you'll have a good time. All we want to see is like beaming from ear to ear as the show goes on. We're going to do it in our first segment. It's called What About Me? All right, so what I'm going to do here, boys, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. It doesn't matter who goes first, but you both have to answer them. All right, so, but I will start with you first, CJ. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Morwell. I was born in Ethiopia, down in Africa.
Perfect. James?
I grew up in Melton, about 50 minutes over the West Gate.
That's it, all right. Who did you grow up barracking for, CJ?
The Tigers.
Interesting. There you go. We'll get over and done with. There's a Tigers fan. He likes it. Yeah. James, what about you?
I grew up supporting the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs. Okay. All right. Not winning any fans here so far, but that's all right. Who was your favourite footballer when you were growing up?
So mine was Dustin Martin.
Ah, cool. All right. Makes sense.
Mine was actually James Hird. He played for Essendon though, but I sort of went for the Bulldogs because that was Western Suburbs.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hirdy.
Hirdy, all right. Describe your frame of mind before a game of footy. Are you relaxed? Are you anxious? Are you nervous? Are you calm? Which one would you be?
Early days, I was very nervous, but these days I tend to be a bit more relaxed because I've matured a bit more, obviously.
Yeah,
so,
good, excellent.
Yeah, quite similar to CJ. Now I try to be as sort of calm as I can, and no doubt I'll be a little, bit nervous sort of this week with obviously the new sort of role and what that brings, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, good, excellent. What would you have been doing if footy didn't come along?
I'd be studying.
Studying?
Yeah.
What would you have been studying?
Exercise science.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. What about you, James?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'll probably be an amateur footballer somewhere.
Yeah.
Job-wise, not too sure, to be honest. Probably a labourer or something like that.
Yeah, get your hands dirty, I don't mind it. If you were on a dating site, what would your profile say about you?
It'd go along. Very chiseled, very nice guy, loves a romantic dinner, loves PS5s, and loves a lot of chocolate.
Nice, excellent, good answers. All right.
Probably not as chiselled as CJ. Lover of good food, wine and travel.
Oh, nice, excellent. All right, all the ladies are looking it up right now. Swipe left or right. Can you remember your first game of footy?
Yes, I do. Down in the snow against GWS. I definitely do remember that.
That was a classic game. That was unbelievable. What an introduction to football for you.
Definitely. Very strange.
I was round 2 in my second year against the Bombers.
Okay.
It was awesome. There was like 70,000 people there, and managed to kick a goal that day off. Ruffy gave me a nice little 15-metre pass, so I don't think we won that day, but...
Okay,
yeah.
All right, nice, all right. What do you do to relax?
I listen to music and I like to take my dog for a walk.
Oh, nice. All right, and I want to go a little bit further here. What sort of music, what sort of dog?
I listen pretty much every type of music.
Okay.
And I've got a French bulldog.
Ooh, and name?
Ronnie.
Ooh, all right, good, excellent. And James?
Was there a how old question there?
Oh, how old as well?
He's 10 weeks.
There's a question I should have asked. Wow, there you go. 10 weeks. Yeah, good. Thank you.
Similar to CJ, I like listening to music, walking the dog and playing golf, and I don't mind gaming here and there.
Is your musical as diverse? Are you like wide-ranging as well?
Yeah, it's pretty diverse, but my sort of general genre of music is sort of stuff without words, like a little bit of sort of electronic music,
Isn't
but
that
not too
interesting?
hardcore, like
right.
a little bit melodic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Most of you probably wouldn't pick that. You'd think he'd be into something. So he's got to get pumped up when he gets out there. And, but that's really good. And your dog?
I have a spoodle, and his name's Eddie. He's about a year and a bit.
Okay. And do you want to know how old?
Year and a bit, yeah.
Yeah, okay, there you go. All right, good stuff. I like it. What's your most prized possession?
Oh, yeah, geez, that's a great question. At the moment...
Surely, dog.
My dog. Sorry, my dog.
Nice.
Yeah, probably. I like my shoes, so I have quite a few pairs of shoes. So prized possessions.
Yeah. Okay.
Not necessarily one, but I like my shoes.
I like it. All right. And your last question here: what's your one passion outside of football?
I love music, and I used to play drums, and I try to now and then, so that keeps me entertained.
Cool. Hey, you've hit the right note there. I like drums too as well, so yeah, a bit of a kinship. Yep, good.
Another sort of my other passion is won't get me anywhere, but I really enjoy my golf and golf.
You've always enjoyed that. Well, that's good. That's us just getting a little bit to know about the boys. That was in our first little segment, which was called "What About Me." Thank you. Yeah, put your hands together for it. Cheers. What What I want to do now, we do. It is a footy panel show, so we're going to go into a little bit of footy talk. We're going to talk about the rounds. We're going to talk about the ladder. We're going to talk about the tips. We'll get in and out of it as quickly as we can because we know that you really just want to hear the one game that you're here for. But we will go into it. It is round 7. It's Friday, April the 29th. It's West Coast who are in 17th position coming up against Richmond, who are in 12th. I don't know why I'm referring it to you, but anyway. It's at 6:10pm at Optus. West Coast went down by 84 points to the Power. Tigers lost to the Demons by 22. D sitting 6-0 on top of the ladder. Give us a tip here, boys. It's, as I said, Friday night. It's over in the West at Optus. Who would you think, West Coast or Richmond? We'll go with you first, CJ.
Well, I mean, I've got a soft spot for Richmond, but, you know, West Coast got smashed last weekend, so I reckon they'll come back.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Tigers.
Go with the Tigers?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to this game then. This is on Saturday, April the 30th. This is Adelaide, who are in 10th position, coming up against the GWS, who are in 15th. It's at 1:40pm. The game is at the Adelaide Oval. The Crows narrowly got over the line with some Tex Walker heroics. He ended up kicking 3. He's been a real telling addition to the Crows lineup since coming back. What do you think here, boys? Adelaide versus GWS at Adelaide Oval.
I think the Giants will win. Backs against the wall.
Yeah.
Haven't started the season the way they would have liked. I'll go with the Giants.
I reckon Adelaide would keep the momentum going at home.
I do too. I think you're right. Let's go to this game. It's Geelong versus Freo. Geelong, who are sitting in 8th position, versus Freo, who are in 2nd. 1:45pm down at Alphabet Stadium, GMH HBA Stadium. Geelong coming off a confidence-winning 60-point thrashing over the Kangaroos down in Tassie. But these guys, wow. Freo, talk about the real deal. Talk about structure, confidence, cohesion and belief in their own brand of footy. They were dominant in their taking down of Colton. These guys are the real deal. Although let's see where they're at with when they come up against some top 4 sides. I wanted to get your tips here because this should be an interesting game. It is in Geelong, but Freo are playing a really good brand of football, but they haven't really met those teams up the top end yet.
Yeah, you're right. They probably are the informed team at the moment, Freo, and I think they'll match up really well against Geelong, backs on forwards, etc. I'm going to go with Freo.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
I'm going to go Geelong.
Geelong. All right, nice and simple.
Who's going to go opposite?
Let's go to this game again on Saturday. This is Colton versus North Melbourne. Colton in 7th position coming up against the Roos in 18th. 7:25pm at Marvel. As I've alluded to already, the Blues went down to Freo to the tune of 35 points and the Roos were smashed by the Cats by 60. Pitno went down with a knee only 5 minutes in, not a good start, and obviously the news that's come out this week, Pitno is now out for 3 months due to his knee injury. What do you think here, boys? Colton versus North.
I think Carlton will win. North Melbourne might be a closer game.
Than we think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Based on the last 2 games that North have played, but still think Carlton get it done.
Yeah, all right.
I reckon it's an easy win for Carlton.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there. Let's go to this game then. It's St Kilda versus Port Adelaide. St Kilda in 5th versus Port in 14th, 7:25pm at Kazali Stadium. Saints were 17-point winners over the Giants, with Higgins getting best on ground with 4. They are now 5 on the trot. Unfortunately, Hayes, though, suffered a season-ending AC. A good win with no Ryder and Marshall, getting what looked like a corky, which I've now found out was more of a quad. That was Rowan Marshall I speak of. What do you think here, boys? St Kilda versus Port Adelaide.
Well, St Kilda, after saying Freo were the informed team, I think actually St Kilda are. Like they've won 5 in a row. So, but I think they're due for a loss.
Yeah.
And Port Adelaide won last week, and I'm sure they would have got a little bit of belief out of that, even albeit being West Coast.
Yeah.
I think Port Adelaide might get over the line.
Is there much you can take out of that? I mean, it was an 84-point drubbing, but can you take a lot out of that? I mean, that'd take a lot of confidence out of it. Jesus, Ken Hinkley would at least.
Yeah, I think it's just a good feeling to win in general, regardless of who you're playing. We're playing at the highest level, so that winning feeling, getting that back, and just a little bit of confidence that you're actually capable of playing the footy at the high level. I think they'll get a lot out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. CJ?
Yeah, I'm going with St Kilda on this one.
St Kilda on this one?
Know, Jack Higgins kicked 5 last weekend.
4 last weekend. Yeah,
I think he's in
but
really good form, and
Yeah.
it's hard to stop at the moment. So.
Did you see his little flex one when he
Yeah.
ended up kicking the goal?
Interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I thought that was... Yeah, okay, Jack, no worries. I'll come back to the other Saturday game, but we'll move over to the Sunday game here. Sunday, May the 1st. This is Collingwood in 8th position versus Gold Coast in 13th. 1:10 p.m. at the MCG. Pies got off bragging rights over the Bombers in the Anzac Day clash, winning by 11 in a close-fought game. Little Jack Ginnivan came out, kicked a nice little bag of 5 and then ended up with the Anzac Day medal. Not too bad for a 19-year-old. He was on the show last week. I said, when you go out there, try and have a good game. I texted him and then I said a good game, not a bloody blinder. That was brilliant on his part, but well done. What are your thoughts here, boys? Collingwood versus Gold Coast.
I think there might be an upset and Gold Coast win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. Oh, you reckon Gold Coast win? What about you, CJ?
Yeah, I'm going Gold Coast as well.
Gold Coast
Yeah.
as well. Wow. At the MCG 1:10 on Sunday, you both are tipping Gold Coast over Collingwood. That's great. All right, let's go to this game. It's Bulldogs versus Essendon. Bulldogs in 11th position versus Essendon in 16th. 3:20 at Marvel. Dogs lost by 1 to Adelaide. Essendon down by 11 to Collingwood. Tips, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm Western Bulldogs here.
Okay.
I mean, their midfield's very unstoppable at the moment, and I think it'd just be very hard to beat.
Got a few injuries. They've had a few injuries, and obviously they've got off to fast starts, but they've lagged away in the last quarters, which hasn't been, to their favour. But anyway.
Yeah, I think the Bulldogs will win, and I think their next 5 weeks will be really, really strong.
Yeah.
I think they'll get in some winning form.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to this game then. It's Sunday again. It is Sydney in 4th position versus Brisbane in 3rd. This would probably be the match of the round, outside of the next one that we're going to talk about, of course. This is at 4:40 at the SCG. Sydney came away from their trip down south with a win over the Hawks 141. Brisbane just kept on keeping on with a 52-point win over the Suns. What do you think here, boys? Because it is a top of the table clash, 4th versus 3rd.
Yeah, I'm actually going to watch this game. I tend not to watch too many games of footy during the week, but I'll definitely be watching this if I have the chance, or we're playing the same day.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll have to watch it.
No, sorry, that's on the Sunday.
Sunday.
You guys have... on
Yeah,
Saturday,
so I'll definitely watch it. I think Brisbane will win. Yeah, I'm not currently give a reason why, just that's my feel.
Mainly because you don't like Sydney after last week, that'll do. Let's go with that.
Yeah, I'm going to go Sydney.
Sydney?
One,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, well, let's get over to this game. It is Saturday, April the 30th. It's Melbourne versus Hawthorn. Melbourne in 1st position versus Hawthorn in 3rd. We'll do it in this little segment that I want to introduce. It's called Tell Me More. All right, what I want to do here, boys, I'm just going to, each week we ask the panellists, you guys, to give their thoughts and opinions on things happening both in and around on football. We're not trying to make or break the news here, we just want to get some insight, so let's do it. Discussion, all right, feel free to come in at any stage. Stop me if you want. New coach, new game plan, new mantra, which sees you, after 6 rounds, to be sitting at 3-3. You've had wins over North Melbourne by 20, Port by 64, plus the prize scalp of your arch nemesis in Geelong by 12. I know that's always a good feeling. I know that's always a good feeling from a Hawthorn supporter's perspective. You've also had 3 losses, though, the narrowest of losses to Colton by 1 point, plus losses to the Saints by 69 and most recently the Swans by 41. From the club's perspective, is this where you either thought you'd be, hoped you'd be, and when I say where, I mean 9th on the ladder plus the opportunity to bring in and breed some new fresh blood?
Well, personally, I think we've exceeded sort of our own expectations a little bit. We never really put a ceiling on it. It's hard to really figure out where you're at in the pre-season. I mean, you always think that you're going okay. But definitely it was a new frontier in terms of coaching. There's one coach still here that we had last year in Chris Newman, an array of new players. So to be sitting 3-3 and could quite possibly be 4-2 with that Carlton game where we got in front. And to be in a lot of games, bar the St Kilda game when we were completely outplayed, we've been in most of our games, so that's exciting, and I'm sure everyone's seen sort of the new style that we want to play, and it's definitely a more attractive game of football. There's more goals scored, it's easier to watch, it's funner to play. So I feel like we've exceeded our sort of initial expectations, but now that we're capable of that sort of performances, now we keep raising the bar a bit.
I just wanted to ask you, what was the review like? What learnings did you guys take from it? And I'll talk about your most recent game down in Tassie on the weekend against Sydney. What was the review from that?
Yeah, I'll take this one. So we copped a bit of a whack and stuff like that, but I mean that was expected. So from our review, it was mainly about spreading from our contest after we won the contest, and obviously creating opportunities for us to score again. I guess we didn't really do that to the standards that we wanted to on the weekend. So the focus this week was pretty much about that.
Yeah, good. Okay. Tell us a little bit about Sam's coaching style. And the reason I ask that is it possible to compare what is the most noticeable thing about Clarko's style and Sam's coaching style? Is there one thing in the particular that comes to mind for the both of you?
Not at the moment. Sam's still relatively new to coaching. The one strength that he has that's quite easy to find is he's very empowering of his players and even his coaches. Yep. He doesn't try to have influence on every single thing of our either footy department or game style. He's very empowering in that sense, and allows us to do what we're good at, and trusts us that we'll do the right thing. Yeah, right. What have you found different, CJ, in both of them?
Yeah, I think I had a lot more to do with Sam. I mean, he was a development coach last year, and he certainly had a lot to do with my development. And he's kind of like a father figure type of person around the club. Good. And I think he's really, blossoms and gives everyone the opportunity to, brings the best out of themselves. I mean, if you look at guys like Jai Newcomb, Lockie Bramble, guys that were playing in the VFL, he kind of had a belief in them. And I see that a lot, and he's been really good.
Excellent, good answer, I like it. All right, let's talk about your last game. Now, I watched the replay, not live, but these are my notes from it. I'll tell you what, if you're a leading forward, you want to be hit lace out by Jay Newcomb. That guy, I've written down here, he delivers the ball like Daniel Rich. He is just, it's a target. It's like throwing a dart. He stabs, it's like a stab pass, and it hits you on the chest. He is just brilliant. And he's gutsy, he gets in and under as well. I love the boy. Tom Mitchell inside, man, that boy's just something else. Everybody talks about every week about the amount of possessions that he gets, but they're hard-fought possessions, and he was just brilliant again on the weekend. I took from this, I thought the Hawks' tackling pressure, especially in the first quarter, was top-notch. You played with so much confidence, you had their backline rattled, but it didn't take long for them to regroup, and once you let players like Mills in, they will make you pay, especially if you make a mistake. Sydney started to shut down that quick ball movement and apply pressure, resulting in turnovers. How am I going so far?
Yeah, spot on so far. Definitely the first quarter was the way we wanted to play, and had the majority of the game on our terms in terms of actually winning clearances, getting it deep inside 50, winning stoppages, and then, as you said, they did stifle our ball movement and started to defend the ground a lot better and force us into a skinny side game and not let us use the open side of the ground. So to their credit, they did that really well, and they had some pretty influential players on the day in Mills and Peter Laddams, who really controlled the air at stoppage and in centre bounce. So,
That's about it. We'll go. That's all right. We'll keep moving. Sydney's tackling pressure lifted late in the second, but their inaccuracy let them down, which in turn was good for the Hawks. Moore took a hanger in the second. How good was that? That was a contender. I thought both sides were a bit scrappy in the third. There was a ton of contested ball and tough tackling from both teams. I've got to tell you, though, watching the game at the 8-minute mark of the fourth, because he had just kicked his third, I honestly didn't think the Hawks did much wrong. It was 68-59. You were tackling and winning the free in contested marking contest. It was really just Sydney's pressure and quick ball movement. How am I going? Still on track there, or?
Yeah, like I said before, they got on top in centre bounce in the fourth quarter, and they kicked about 4 or 5 goals in. It felt like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But, the game just really changed quite fast and slipped away in the end to sort of a margin it's pretty disappointing in the end, considering we were in front for 3 quarters. But as I said, centre bounce got away from us, and they started to score quite easily.
And as you bring that up, James, 14 minutes left, Buddy's sitting on the bench with Mills, who was their leading possession getter. I still can't see it happening. That was my thoughts. Yeah. I'm looking at the scoreline, I'm going, no, this is not going to happen. How are they going to do this? Then up steps Heaney. I thought, oh yeah, here we go. He takes a specky in the pocket, and I thought, oh yeah, here we go. But he misses. There's now 11:50 left on the clock. Then Warner goes bang from 50. It's now back to 2 points or down to 2 points. Buddy Marks with 10 left on the clock goes back and slots it. Swans hit the front for the first time all day. Swans seem to be just making something somehow out of nothing. The Hawks backline is under real pressure. Why? Because they're missing CJ. They were missing you, man. You were, and testament to you, James. You were involved in everything and competing as much as you could. But you were you're a highlight. You're a fabulous player. You contest the ball, you sprint off the mark, and it's great to watch. I'm sure you all agree. It's wonderful to watch. Brilliant to watch. I will come over to you in a little bit because I want to just discuss that with you. But 5.5 minutes left. Swans were the next 5. That's all she cried. Ronk did it to the Hawks again, okay? But James, you're out there. CJ, you're in the stands. Tell us in your words, what do you think happened? And I know we have just brushed over it, but let's just talk about that last 5 or 6 minutes.
I alluded to it before with the centre bounce, but I think one thing that was frustrating as a player out there is that they kicked a goal or had a shot at goal with sort of 10 seconds to go at each break.
Yep. So
So they kicked 3 goals. Well, they did definitely kick 2 goals in the first and the third.
Yep.
So as a team, they would be coming into their huddle with a bit of a momentum and a little bit of positivity, where we ended on a sort of a negative and went into the huddle with a bit of not necessarily a bad attitude, but because we still won the quarters, but you're a little bit down because you just let them slightly back into the game.
Opened the
and
game.
at the moment, momentum shifts are sort of huge. For some reason in the AFL at the minute, teams tend to get on a run, and they're hard to stop once a team wants to play, they want to play.
Absolutely.
And then they also scored 2 goals from plays that were out of bounds.
Well, we'll go into a little bit of that because I'll get to that
I know
in a bit.
the end result's 9 goals, but it could have been closer.
Yeah. CJ, just I want to allude to the fact you're sitting in the stands or you're watching it as opposed to being out there. What were you taking from it? What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was very interesting. I mean, Sis touched on it about the 3/4 time and going into the break and half time and stuff like that. And after that, it just looked like we were just, a bit sluggish and a bit, hard to get going again, and kind of transition into technical skills and ability to, outrun other players and stuff like that. So a lot of them just came into the mindset to it sort of thing. So I guess if you try to fix that for the next game and really focus on winning our contest, it'll be very big.
Yeah, good. Highlights, I reckon Kaczynski presents well and is a good leading target. He ended up with 3 goals for the day, which was good. And then with no injuries that came from the game either, which is excellent. The other thing I wanted to point out, which I put down as a highlight, I'm not quite sure why I did, but I like the Anzac Day jumper. I really like that solitary soldier just standing on the middle panel there with it was... That's right, yeah. Yeah, that one. Really nice. Very nice jumper. We might get that signed for you later on. That was beautiful, though. James, how are you feeling back after a long-term injury? How's everything? How's your body?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I found the break to be quite refreshing in the end, and I felt like it was a bit of a gap year, a bit of a circuit breaker in my career, albeit I would have loved to have not done my knee.
Of course.
And there was a lot of hard work that had to be done in that sort of 14-month period.
Yep.
But to take any sort of silver lining out of it, I feel quite rejuvenated and ready to kickstart the back end of my career.
Good on you, mate. And being elevated into the captain status is a testament to yourself again, as I said. CJ, what was it that kept you out of last week's game? Because we hear all speculation, but I just want to hear it from you. And will we see you back against the D's this week, or give us a little bit of insight?
Yeah, so after obviously the game last weekend, I pulled up a bit sore, just from my hamstring injury and stuff like that. So it was a bit tight. It wasn't nothing major.
Yep.
It was just be cautious and taking care of my body. So
Good.
hoping to be back next week, and looking forward to being playing for the brown and gold again.
Brilliant, excellent. I love it, mate. Well said. I just wanted to touch on a couple of last things here. Thoughts are with Paddy McCartan, who was subbed out of the game in the 3rd quarter after failing a concussion test. Regardless of who you barrack for, you never want to see good players go out of the game with a serious injury. And this for Paddy has been an ongoing issue and a lifelong one. So good luck, Paddy. Let's talk about your upcoming game. It's round 7. This action sees you boys playing in a game that will test both your mental resolve and your fast starting capacity when you come up against the top of the table D's at the G on Saturday afternoon at 4:35. They, as spoken of before, are sitting at 6-0. What are your challenges you think will you have to nullify or focus on in order to get across the line?
Yeah, well, they've won 13 in a row, so they're a pretty bloody good team. And it's a good opportunity to see where we're at as well, and
Exactly.
how our young players can perform against their key players, which is, there's about 12. So you can't, there's 12 of them that you can try and stop, and at the end of the day, it's going to have to be a team effort. But I'm certainly excited to see where we stack up against them, and
Absolutely.
looking forward to the challenge.
Yeah, excellent. I'll just give this one to you. Any team changes in and outs that we need to speak of? I know that we spoke about with Ben obviously being out, but there was also... No, that's it. Yeah, really. Yeah. Just Ben McAvoy out with his neck still. Anything else that we as fans or supporters would like to know that you can share with us?
No, because we only played 48 hours ago, it's a bit of a weird sort of period, because it's a 5-day break, so we haven't really gone through any sort of match committee. There's like an extended bench. There's about a 26-man squad. Because it's a 5-day week, it's a little bit... it's a bit hard to sort of name a side right now.
Exactly.
It'll probably come on, I'm assuming, Thursday night.
Yeah. And can I just say, did you notice that's what captains do? They come in and they just cut you right off and they go, this is how it is, and we'll let you know, all right? So, well done. That was his audition. He's passed with flying colours. Well done. I'll hand it over to you boys now. The last word, is there anything you want to say to the fans and supporters? We all know that you want to get out there and win the game, which is every supporter's expectations of doing it. But is there anything you want to add or share with us before we sign off?
Yeah, I'll go first. I was just love to say how grateful and how amazing it is, running to the MCG and watching, all the Hawks fans at the game. We certainly love it. I mean, we're such a young side and we're developing, but, seeing everyone support us is, such an amazing feeling. So I just want to say thank you.
How good's that? There you go. Very nice. Lovely, thank you. All I want to say is good luck with this weekend's game of football. Be the best you can be and always enjoy your football. That's it, folks. Please put your hands together for them. Thanks, guys. All right, this is a little bit self-indulgent. I've got the boys have got 2 paddles in front of them. These paddles, one's got a green thumb up and one's got a red thumb down. Okay, and we're going to introduce this segment. It's called The Rant. Now, mainly because the boys can't comment, they're not allowed to say anything that could be controversial or taken that way. We're going to talk about it, or I'm going to talk about it. You're not going to say anything, all right? I'm going to talk about a couple of things, and you boys can just maybe give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Every week there seems to be more discussion around the rule changes, rule makers. Here's a thought. Stop trying to make the game quicker. Fast ball movement and using the corridor would do that. The best teams take advantage of this, and if they do it well, they'll win games. 3 rules that do my head in, but also where the act doesn't warrant the outcome. The first one is the stand rule. Firstly, how demeaning is it to hear after every mark, stand? All right. And then to move off the mark, the penalty is 50 metres. Come on, that's way too harsh. Make it 25 metres at least. Thumbs up or down, boys? Yeah. All right.
Thumbs up so far.
Cool. All right. Okay, then please, some consistency in the other 2 rules. Simply asking the question is not dissent, okay? The rule was brought in to basically stop dummy spits and abusive language and demonstrative gestures towards the umpires. Now, I agree with that, but not for pointing out that you think the ball was either touched or hit the ground before being marked. Seriously, use some common sense. Don't leave it up for interpretation. This is what leads to inconsistency and confusion. There was an incident on Monday at the Pies v Bombers game where there was a relayed free kick and the player downfield was unaware of this and he thought the free was for something that he did. If he was to ask the question or remonstrate with the umpire regarding this, he would then receive a 50-metre penalty. That's wrong. That is seriously wrong. That could cost a game or worse, a final or heaven forbid a premiership. Why not issue the team with a first warning card? It's better than the penalty currently handed out. I mean, there's a free kick awarded if the opposing team doesn't abide by the 666 rule, but they also issue a warning there first. Thumbs up or down for that one? Not touching it? All right,
bit
we'll move along.
controversial for my
The last two rules, again, come down to interpretation as well. I get the impression that some of the players still don't understand the rush behind rule due to perceived pressure. How can that be? Something is wrong with that. Even the hands in the back rule is still inconsistent. We saw that with Tom doing his cartwheel the other week. If the rule is universal, then you have to make it consistent. And lastly, the intentional out of bounds. If you're kicking it forward in the dying minutes of a game and it comes off the side of your boot, that's not intentional. But again, this decision is left up to one person's interpretation. Try explaining the rules of the game to someone who has never seen it before. You end up laughing at yourself going, well, this is how it should be, but it's not how it always is. The last thing I wanted to bring up is the centre bounce. If the ball is bounced and goes outside the centre circle, don't start the clock until either ruckman has touched it or put the seconds back on the clock to make it fairer for all.
Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah. All right, that's my rant. Thank you very much. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks, boys. Glad you participated. Good. All right, so let's introduce the segment. It's called Simply the Best. All right, here we go. We've got a total of 14 questions for you guys. As soon as I finish the question, wait until you hear the entirety of the question. Buzz in with your name if you get the question right. CJ's going to be flipping it over for you, Jason, and James Sicily will be flipping it over for you, Laura. Let's go with your first question. How many premierships has your club won?
Jason.
Jason. 13. Congratulations. Well done. You're off the mark. 13 it is. How many times has your team played in a losing grand final?
Jason.
Jason. No. Laura, would you like to have a go at that?
As far as I can remember, it was 6.
No, it's been 19, okay? You were both roughly not very close. All right. Who is your team's captain?
Wait, now? Wait.
James Sicily. Well, Laura, James Sicily. Right now it is.
No, that's actually really good. And what were you going to say? What are you going to say, Jason? Yeah, I'm going to give you a point each because it only became captain tonight. So you get it for that, you get it for that. So you both get a point each. Well done. All right, who wears the number 7 at your club?
Jason.
Laura.
Oh, Laura.
Ben McAvoy.
It is, correct. How many members does your club currently have closer to within 1,000?
Jason.
Jason.
77.
77, no. Laura.
72?
I can't give it to either of you. It's 68,271. And I rang up the club and I said, I'm having a bet with a mate. Can you give us a number? And he gave me exactly that number. And I went, all right, good, thank you. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season?
Laura. 13th.
Did you say 13th?
Yeah.
No, you'd be wrong. Jason. Do you want the whole question? I'll give it to you. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season last year?
14th?
That'd be, use your microphone.
Oh, 14th.
Perfect, you got it. Well done. Excellent. How many games did you win last year at the end of the home and away season?
Jason.
Jason.
6.
No. Laura.
14.
I wish.
Hey, we finished 14,
Hawthorn?
you know.
No. 7. All right, no points to either of you. What year did your team last win a grand final and who did they play?
Jason.
Jason.
West Coast 2015.
Oh, beautiful. Excellent. That's the points. Beautiful. How many points did you win their grand final by?
Jason.
Jason.
46.
Well done. He's on a fly here. Who was the last Hawthorn player to win the Norm Smith medal?
Jason.
Jason.
Cyril.
Excellent. Just out of curiosity, what year?
Wait, what was that? I didn't hear.
Yeah, what year?
Oh, 2015.
Beautiful. Well done. All right. How you going down there, Laura? You still in it?
Just.
Good girl. Good girl. That's what we like. All right. This is for 2 points. This is your chance to make it up, Laura. Sort of. Okay. Who is your club's leading goal kicker in 2021? Laura.
In 2021?
Yes.
It was Luke Bruce.
Correct. And how many goals?
With Dylan Moore second.
And that's nice. That wasn't the question. How many goals?
Oh.
Come on, Laura.
22.
No, that's his number. That's not bad though. Jason, did you want to have a go?
29.
No, it was 33. I can give you 1 point, Laura, and that's it. This is for 3 points, though. Let's see how you go here. Player, year, and votes. Who was the last Hawthorn player to win a Brownlow medal? What year and how many votes did they poll?
Jason.
Jason?
I don't know if it counts, but Mitchell, I don't know if it counts or not because it was controversial.
No?
say 12? Was it 2012? He was then.
So
And
you're
what
going
else?
with Tom Mitchell, 2012? Sam Mitchell, are you going
I
with?
said Sam Mitchell. I forgot about Tom Mitchell.
Right. Okay. Well, I've given the answer away now, haven't I? Laura, would you like to have a go?
Tom Mitchell,
Oh.
it was 2018.
Yes.
Clarko fell asleep. And I'm pretty sure from memory it was 27 votes.
Oh, you got 2 points. It was 28. Bad luck. Well done. 2 points, though. You've narrowed the margin. Not quite. All right. All right, let's move on to this one. This is your last 2 questions, guys. I'll give you 3 players' names. I want you to add up their jumper numbers and give me the combined total of all 3 jumpers. Once you buzz in with your name, you'll have 3 seconds in order to give me the answer. So don't buzz in and then take 10 minutes to add it all up. Here we go. Here's your first jumper number, Jack Gunston. Your second jumper number, Harry Morrison. And your third jumper number, Jacob Kaczynski.
Jason.
Laura.
Jason.
43.
Spot on. You got it. Well done. Good stuff. And here's the last question for this evening. This jumper number, Sam Frost.
Laura.
Hang on. I've got 3 of them. Not bad. Not bad. Well, you can give her a point for that. She's not going to catch up, but that's good. So it was Sam
Thanks,
Frost.
Skipper.
No, that's good. Now, here we go. Sam Frost, Chad Wingard, and Luke Bruce.
Jason.
Jason. 3 seconds.
40?
No,
For
you're
50.
10 off. Oh, 50. You got it. You are the winner. Anyway, congratulations. Good on you, champ. You're simply the best, champ. That was awesome. Laura, Jason, you guys were brilliant. Well done. No. You don't go away empty-handed, my friend. Laura, that's for you, my dear. Congratulations for a runner-up prize. Jason, you didn't show it. You did exceptionally well. You're going to see Melbourne versus Hawthorn at the G on Saturday, April the 30th at 4:35 p.m. You've just won 2 tickets. Well done. Good on you, champ. You are simply the best. Good stuff. Simply the Best was proudly brought to you by Yamaha and the Big Picture people. They are the experts in surround sound home theatre technology. The Big Picture people are located in Hoppers Crossing, Clyde North, Watergarden, South Morang, Cheltenham and the Gold Coast. Well done. All right. We're going to introduce a segment. It's called Say My Name. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, the way this segment works, you two down the front there, you're going to be keeping score. I'm going to give 45 seconds on the clock to these 2 boys. They're going to go one at a time. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
The captain says he would. That would be great. So the captain's going to go first. So Layla, you're going to be keeping score for James. Every time you hear this sound, that means you got one right. Every time you hear this sound, that means that he didn't. All right, so each time he gets one right, you just have to flip over the paddle and we'll see how he goes. There's 45 seconds on the clock, James, all right? And Layla's going to she's going to have a sure shoulder by the end of this. She's going to be flipping them that quick. So let's see how you go here. We're going to start with your first number. You ready to go, my friend?
My first number.
No, I'm going to give you the number. Are you ready to go, my friend?
Yeah, let's do
good.
it.
All right, here comes your first one. Number 23.
Jacob Kaczynski.
Correct, 1 point. Number 13.
Dylan Moore.
Correct, number 1.
Harry Morrison.
Correct, number 10.
Jago O'Meara.
Correct, number 25.
Josh Ward.
Correct, number 4.
Jarman Impey.
Correct, number 33.
Tyler Brockman.
Correct, number 26.
Liam Shields.
Correct, number 15.
Blake Hardwick.
Correct, number 41.
Connor Downey.
Correct, number 7.
Ben McAvoy.
Correct, number 19.
Jack Gunson.
Correct, number 8.
Sam Frost.
Correct, number 37.
Ned Reeves.
Correct, number 29.
Josh Wrong.
Correct, number 12.
Will Day.
Correct, number 16.
Lockie Bramble.
Correct, number 44. I'll give it to you.
John Newcomb.
All right. How many was that, Layla? I had 18. I got 18 here. 18 it was. Yeah, we'll take 18. 18 was good. Layla, well done. Those three, we'll find them somewhere. Don't worry about it. That was good. That was bloody good, man. 18. That's a seriously good score. CJ, if you don't know the answer, just feel free to say pass. All right, I'll call it out, and then we won't come back to it, but we'll just see how we go. All right. So, Penny, how are you? Good. Excellent. You're going to be keeping score now. You ready for CJ? Yes. All right. Wonderful. Here we go. Here comes your first one, mate. 45 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. Number 35.
Josh Morris.
Correct. Number 32.
Finn McGuinness.
Correct. Number 20.
Chad Wingard.
Correct. Number 2.
Mitch Lewis.
Correct. Number 21.
Tom Phillips.
Correct. Number 9.
Me.
Number 5.
James Walpole.
Correct. Number 11.
Connor Nash.
Excellent. Number 6.
Sicily.
Yes. Number 22.
Bruce.
Luke Bruce. Number 18.
I knew he said Stegler. Lynch.
Yes, there you go. Number 24.
Oh my God, I'm so bad at it. Pass.
All right. Denver Barras. What did you finish up with? 12. All right. Hey, CJ, not bad, man. Well done. Well done, seriously. That was awesome. But Layla, because of James Sicily, you're our winner. How good's that? You happy? Fist pump for that. Penny, we don't have any losers here, all right? We don't even use the word. So you get to take home a football. Congratulations, that's all yours. Put those score paddles down there, ladies. They can stay there. Layla, guess what? You won because of James, right? 2 tickets, Melbourne versus Hawthorn, MCG. They're yours, all right? Congratulations. Well done. Good stuff. Thank you, James. You've just made her night. She's now going to the football to see you on the weekend as captain of the Hawthorn Football Club for the first time, which is bloody awesome. So congratulations. Thanks to both of you for playing along with that. That was great. And thank you, boys. That was really good. How'd you go with that, CJ? Were you like, ooh... Do you do locker numbers? Is that where you are trying to retrieve in your memory loss? Yeah, I get it. Well done. Thanks, boys. Let's do... we're going to go back to a segment that we love here. It's called Knowing Me, Knowing You. All right? Here we go with it. So what's going to happen here, boys, is these actual questions were asked at the start of the show. So we're now going to see how much you were paying attention. All right, and we're going to refer back to them. And again, who would like to go first here? CJ, that's great. Excellent. So what I'm going to do here, mate, I'm going to ask a series of questions that pertain to both the introduction and also questions that James has answered this evening. So can you tell me how old is James?
James is 26 years old.
26 years of age. That's good. Do you know what I'd like to do?
27.
27, so you're wrong. Okay, he hasn't got his first one.
I'm happy to be 26, though.
Where did James grow up?
Melton.
All right, 2 points. Oh, if you don't like the answer and it's not right...
That's right, but he got a point for saying...
Oh, hang on, he didn't get the first point, did he?
No.
No, extract it. You've only got 1 point. 1 point, that's where we're at. Okay. Who did he barrack for growing up?
He went for Essendon.
Bulldogs.
Oh, no point there either. Who was his favourite footballer growing up?
Heard.
Yeah.
I heard, yeah. It was heard. What is his frame of mind before a game of footy?
Very nervous back in the day, but a bit relaxed now.
Happy with that answer?
Yeah, happy with that.
he's thinking about it. What would he have been doing if footy didn't come along?
He'd be gaming and playing local footy.
Yeah, I'll pay that because it's probably right. I did say I'd be a labourer to earn some sort of income.
So you're happy with that answer? Yeah. So there's a point there. Ishan, there's another point. All right. How many goals has he kicked in his AFL career to date?
Oh, that's stiff. I don't even know. I'm going to guess 12.
Oh, come on, mate. I played forward for 3 years.
Oh, okay. 56.
Oh, that's probably close.
James Sicily has ended up kicking 58 goals.
Yeah.
All right. in his career
56,
today.
yeah?
Well done. All
What did you
right.
say, 58?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I said 56.
All right, there you go, 58. So, Ishan, that was a point, okay? How many games has he played in his AFL career to date?
99.
Excellent. 100th as a captain. What a milestone. Brilliant. Excellent. Well done. What is his date of birth, day, month and year?
August?
No, bro.
No, no good?
No, no good.
9th of January,
No,
95. There you go. Thank you very much.
6th of January, you say?
Oh, 6th of January. Sorry, I looked at that, 999. 6th of January, 1995. Excellent.
Yeah.
What would he say about himself and his dating profile?
Loves dogs? No?
No.
No? Oh. I'm sorry, pass. I don't care.
Pass. What would you say,
What was
James?
I said lover of travel, food and wine.
Exactly. Perfect. There you go. What can you tell me about his first game of footy?
It was it was against Essendon. Roughhead gave him a little 15-metre kick, and he kicked it.
Yeah.
But they lost.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Wonderful. All right.
pay
That's good. That's the point. What does he do to relax?
Listen to music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paying him that. All right. That's good. What is his most prized possession?
Golfing clubs.
Shoes.
Damn it. Awarding him a point or not? No point.
no
No,
point.
not going to get it. All right. What is his one passion outside of football?
Golfing.
Golfing.
Yeah.
All right, he got that. All right, how'd he go down there, Ishan? Total score of? 9. All right, not bad. All right.
probably
now,
go 6.
now we're flipping it all over, and it's going to be all about you, CJ. So you're going to get your own one back. You're going to be keeping score down the front there, Ben. How old is he?
22.
Correct.
All right, there's the point. Where did he grow up?
Grew up in Morwell, born in Ethiopia.
Correct.
Ooh, beautiful. He's a captain, but he listens too, you see. All right. Who did he barrack for growing up?
Richmond.
All right. Who was his favourite footballer growing up?
Dusty.
Wow. What is his frame of mind before a game of footy?
Now that he's played a few games, he's calm. He was nervous in the early days.
Paying that? Yeah, all right, there we go. What would he have been doing if footy didn't come along?
He'll be studying exercise science.
He's good, this boy. All right, let's see how we go here. How many goals has he kicked in his AFL career to date?
0.
That's correct.
0-3.
Technicality. Yeah, not bad. All right. How many games has he played in his AFL career?
Oh, that's 26.
28. Bad luck. What is his date of birth, day, month and year?
No
No?
idea. What is it?
13th of June, 1999. Yeah, there we go. All right. Isn't it frightening when the fans know it more than you do? Stalker.
I was giving him a chance.
It's all right, relax. What would he... There we come, the cops. Look, run and hide. What would he say about himself and his dating profile?
You said something about being chiselled. And that's about it. And likes his music. I don't know. I forgot that one.
What do you reckon, CJ? We pay it?
I'll pay it.
He'll pay it. All right, there you go. He just liked the word chiseled, I think. I think that was got it across the line. What can you tell me about his first game of football?
I was in Canberra, the snow game.
Yeah, there you go. All right, another point. What does he do to relax?
He listens to music and walks his 10-week-old Frenchie.
Attention to detail or what? Excellent.
That's my captain.
What is his most prized possession?
His dog at the moment.
Excellent. And the last one here for nearly a clean sweep. What is his one passion outside of football?
Oh, he said his music, I think. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah.
There you go. Bloody awesome. There we go. We've got a winner. That was fantastic. You guys were great, but we don't have any losers here, as I said before, so you get a football. And guess what, Ishan? So do you. Well done, boys. Put your score paddles down. Thank you very much for playing. That was brilliant. Well, that was a bit of fun. We wanted to say thank you to everyone for getting involved, not only in the memorabilia, in the photos, in the segments, in the prizes, in the raffles, the whole thing. I say at the start of the show that these are the only live and interactive, engaging and interactive footy panel shows going around. We've proven that tonight. CJ, your first time. What'd you think, mate? How'd you go?
I had great fun tonight.
Yeah, good.
Really good fun.
Excellent, good. And James, firstly, I want to say congratulations on being elevated into the role of captaincy. Good luck on the weekend. Great to have you back. I think this is your second or third time on the show. Great to have you here again. How'd you enjoy tonight?
Yeah, same as it was 3 years ago. So you're incredibly consistent, and I enjoyed myself and had a great time.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you, mate. Thank you. It's excellent. It's great to have people back here at the shows again. COVID was a hell of a time. We've all suffered through that, so it's nice to be back here doing what we love. I just wanted to explain to you, as I said to you at the top of the evening, we do these shows every week and we get 2 current day players from each of the 10 Victorian clubs. Next week on the show, May the 4th be with you. We have from Melbourne, Bailey Frisch and Alex Neil-Bullen. Wonder if they'll come in after a loss or a win. Could be interesting, huh? Then on May the 11th, we'll have from the Richmond Football Club, Marlian Pickett and Maddie Parker. And then on May the 18th, we have from the St Kilda Football Club, Tim Membry and Jack Sinclair. If purchasing online, remember you can only get your tickets through the That's Good Footy website, www.that'sgoodfooty.com.au/events. Click on the links in the post on the That's Good Footy page as well. This will take you through to the ticketing platform. Or you can purchase now, because of COVID restrictions and easings and so forth, you can purchase tickets at the door, which is awesome for us, because we want you guys to be able to come just willy-nilly. These shows are recorded live at the Mulgrave Country Club, opposite the old VFL Park, which is a Hawthorn training ground, which means that you guys could have just walked over here tonight, if there was training indeed, which there wasn't. But if you'd like to be kept informed, get onto the That's Good Footy Facebook page and sign yourself up. It's pretty easy to do. Just click on the links that are in the actual post. Now, can I please get you to put your hands together for Sam, my sound engineer, Sandy, who looks after the door. Thank you so much. I love these guys. I couldn't do the shows without them. There's only 3 of us that do it. Most people think, geez, really only 3? And then other people think, yeah, I can see it's only 3. But we love it. It's great that you come along and support us, because that's what we need. We need bums on seats. So you can come and meet these guys, because that's what it's all about. And now, as I say that, can you please put your hands together for CJ Changoth-Giant and James Sicily, your new captain of the Hawthorn Football Club. Good luck on the weekend, boys. Hope that everything goes well. Hawthorn supporters, we hope you have a wonderful weekend. My name's Damien. This has been the That's Good Footy panel show. Thank you and good night, everyone. Cheers. Thank you.